Minister, it's a very sober occasion that we're here to commemorate today at St Stephen's Church, where there is the very first Stolperstein in Scotland in the pavement. Did you know about Jane Haining before?
So I did know the story of Jane Haining, and I think one of the things that inspires in all of us is really a dialogue in ourselves about what's the true story of humanity. Is it the righteousness of someone like Jane, who stood up and protected these children as best she could for as long as she could? Or is it the darkness of the fact that millions and millions of men, women and children were murdered simply for being Jewish? So it calls on all of us, I think, to reflect about the worst that humans can do to one another, but also when we respond with humanity and fellowship and solidarity, the best that we can do for each other too. Well, really, I would just encourage any of your readers to dig into the story of Jane Haining. She's an ordinary Scottish woman who did the most extraordinary thing that echoes through history, and hopefully none of us will be called to do something quite as dramatic or as heroic as Jane, but we do all have the capacity in our everyday lives to make choices about who we stand with and who, experiencing vulnerability or pain, we link arms with. And I think that's really the story of Jane that everyone should take away. So I've encountered these so-called stumbling stones across Europe, and it forces moments of reflection. So I'm so pleased that we have one in Scotland now, but of course any opportunity to reflect and remember is welcome.